Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Hearthstone 4 as we are playing our USA versus World Communism Let's Play. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into today's episode. We're going to be finishing up the conquest of Australia. We'll have to do some invasions and knock out the rest of their territory after they capitulate here. And after this, we'll take a look at where the world tension is at and decide what we're going to do based on what's happened so far. We'll see if the Japanese declare any more wars, and if the world tension gets increased any other way. We'll just kind of take a look at it and try and get this situation fixed, because it is caused by the setup that we have for this series. Everybody being communist means that they're not really fighting each other much, other than the Italians and the French here. And since everybody's communist and not many people have a war goal against us, we're the only country that really isn't communist, it does create this problem. So it is created by the setup, so that's the reason why I feel like it's fine for us to use the console to fix it, if it's just not going to work otherwise. So we'll take a look and see what happens after we finish up with Australia, guys. And hopefully that'll be done this episode, but I don't know, because we do have all these invasions to do. And there won't be very many troops defending, but, you know, it still takes time to take them all. So yeah, let's go ahead and continue this conquest here. I've already set up the ships and the planes, did all that off camera. And we wouldn't have to waste time here in the video. And just again focus on getting these conquests done. So they're not coming after these victory points, was what they really should do here, but for whatever reason they decided not to. And I'm just gonna fill in these here, and then on the way down we'll thicken this up and then go after their new capital, Melbourne. All right, so trying to get these guys cut off. So best we go down this way. Here looks like they're already trying to take some of that territory that we got. It's gonna take some time for all of our troops to get down there. Also, you know, we're constantly having to fight these guys here, and yeah, they're fighting us. We gotta defend right there. Again, it's just about getting all the victory points, and then it'll be a wrap. So I don't really care so much about fighting the actual divisions here. I think it's a little bit unnecessary. We'll keep that fight going just to have those troops locked down. We're winning that as well. I did get an ace, that's excellent. We need to get that warship board up, so this is going to be one very helpful way to do so. So this guy's just sitting here, so might as well attack there. Help out with this defense here so that this guy can then move down here. Oops, he's set to retreat. We don't want him to do that. Have to wait till we win and then have him move. I hate that he took the railroad there. Clearly he's assigned to this northern front here. And I think this division here is going to end up wrapping this all up on his own. I don't think we'll need anybody else to do that for us. Alright, so yeah, tank's just moving down here, thickening this up, go get the new capital. And again, just gotta make sure our troops are always pushing forward. Alright, so they're getting that. You see that we're catching those troop convoys. I assume they're coming into this port here, that this was these British troops that are gonna come assist the Australians. So getting those sunk out in the sea is super helpful. 9 destroyers sunk there. I don't think there's much left of their fleet at this point, guys. I think they still have a couple capital ships that perhaps might be sitting in port, maybe. Yeah, they have 8 destroyers, 2 heavy cruisers, and 2 light cruisers. That's it, guys. Not much left of the Australian fleet. Alright, so these tanks are going to go down there and grab capital there. These guys are going to go ahead and get them officially cut off from supply here. And all these guys are continuing pushing forward as well. Tanks moving up along the coast there to grab that port and victory point. Are having to defend here. Looks like we're actually winning, so we'll keep that going. Alright, so now these guys are going to go over here, and then we'll just kind of wrap this up. Again, it's just a matter of time. I think once we get that province, might have to go all the way to this one, which is why I had these troops going there as well. Though it looks like, yeah, we're going to have to wait a little bit, let them get a little bit more organization before we try and move there. But to get the Manhattan Project, excellent. And we finished up modern rubber processing at the same time. So let's go and get a focus selected here. And I think we're going to go for either the naval bomber research bonus or the close air support would be best. Probably the naval bombers first, guys. Yeah, I think we'll get that one. We can also get the marine techs here, so we can research those quicker, make our marines better, which we're going to be actually spending some experience on those right now. So let's go for the naval bombers first. Yeah, I think that's the best way to do this. I'm gonna grab those, and then with the tech slot, could continue here and get one of these, but because we just got that research bonus and these take a while to get, let's get the nuclear reactors. 169 days. To get that knocked out, and then we'll be able to get those started to build. All right, so let's take a look, see what we sunk here. These are more troop convoys, British troop convoys that are coming to Australia, and we're sinking them in the seas. That's how we get those victories, get those casualties to them. You can see that the British casualties are really ticking up ever since we invaded Australia, as we've killed more and more of their men trying to arrive here. Let's go and improve these Marines. We still have to get this done here, which there's one support company I want to give them that we don't have yet, so that's going to be a problem. What do we currently have here? So let's go ahead and get the couple things that we still need. We're probably not going to do field hospitals for the Marines. I typically do, but I want to get them anti-tanks and probably recon and logistics. Yeah, we won't be able to get all of them for them. So let's do anti-tanks. They won't have recon, so they're going to be a little bit slower, and logistics here. And let's save that. And then the last one, well, you guys will see what I'm going to do there. We need to get a tech for those. All right, so let's go and make sure these guys are continuing pushing forward. We're going to have these guys go wipe all this out for us. And these guys will come over here, start moving towards that air base. I guess these guys can go ahead and move. And start moving down there, but I think that this tank will end up getting there first before anybody else does. All right, so push forward here. Let's go ahead and have these guys go this way. All these troops here move up along here. And then these guys can go ahead and take care of, you know, I kind of want to get these cut off here, so we'll go this way. All right, excellent. About to get that victory point. Again, I think that'll be the win. If not that, then once we get this victory point with it, then that should be over. Does look like these guys here could in fact probably go ahead and attack them, get the win there, and have this division go take care of the order we gave to the previous one. And we have had our Lend-Lease canceled. That's okay. Just gonna grab that province there. This guy's just about done here. Alright, excellent. I'm just kind of wrapping this up. Again, none of this really matters because they're about to capitulate. So we did get all their equipment. Excellent. So yeah, they've capitulated, but we still have to do the invasions on all the land that was not directly connected, as well as make sure that we wipe out any British divisions that happen to be here. Seems only this one was here. So let's go and have these guys take care of this for us, and then we're going to set up the rest to do some naval invasions. We did finish up the anti-air. That's excellent. So I don't know that we're going to put those on our planes, or excuse me, on our ships just yet, though. Yeah, I don't think so. Not unless I was already going to design one. I think we're just going to go and get the advanced artillery upgrade. People always ask me about rocket artillery and why I don't typically get it. Here's the thing. Rocket artillery is excellent as an offensive unit. They have very good breakthrough. Overall, they are just a better unit on the offense, while artillery are better on the defense. So with my infantry, I use these artillery because for infantry, that's what I want them to be good at. Hold in line, be good at defense. You know, it's obviously they're not very good at offensive attacks. Infantry aren't in general, except for in like rougher terrain. So I use the standard artillery for infantry. So you typically use a rocket artillery for whatever your offensive unit is, which is usually a tank unit. Here's my thing though. I like using the self-propelled artillery. I like having that speed. Obviously you can have rocket artillery have speed as well, because you can have them on the self-propelled versions. So you can have the self-propelled rocket artillery, so you can still have the speed. And in fact, they're probably faster than self-propelled artillery. But the other thing is they don't have any armor. So that's I don't want the armor of my tank units being reduced, since it is an average of the armor. Although there is a formula to it, so it's not exactly average, because the highest level armor does affect it. The highest level armor in that unit does affect it a bit as well. But overall, it's very much affected by the average. So by putting rocket artillery in there instead of self-propelled, it reduces your overall division's armor by quite a bit. So that's the reason why I don't use rocket artillery, because I just don't know, despite their being better on offense, I don't really know where I'd use them, since I use these in my infantry and the self-propelled in the tanks. All right, so let's go and get all these invasions set up. We want to knock this out and just completely knock out the Australians here, guys. So we want to set up multiple invasions to do this all at the same time. And if we were to do it all at the same time, we'd have to do at least 3 total invasions. 1 into this port, 1 into this port, and the 1 attacking Tasmania. So let's go and get this started. We're going to get these guys going on this invasion. You know, we're going to send more than are probably necessary, but that's okay. All right, so let's get them sent over there. And then we're going to want, you know, at least 3 infantry coming over here. I don't know how many infantry we actually have. We'll get it sorted after we've got these basic orders set up. Let's go and take these infantry here. Alright, so we do actually have plenty of infantry. And let's have these guys attack over here. And you know what? I think we'll go ahead and send tanks as well. Alright, so we're looking at, we have 15, so we could send 5 onto each, though I think you'll need less in Tasmania. So probably just do those 3 there, but you know what? Let's also send this tanks over here. And we will send the tanks on the invasions because why not? Might as well, right? So let's go ahead and have these guys go over to here. And I don't know if we have any units that aren't assigned anywhere. We'll get that figured out. So obviously, we don't have them all assigned to the invasion yet because we have 1 slot open there and 1 open there. And I think we'll just have 4 go here. So we'll wait till we get this wrapped up here. We do have some factories, or 1 factory, I should say. And we do need to get that anti-air upgraded. So let's go and change that up now. Get that last level of anti-air there. All right, let's go and take a look at the equipment situation, see exactly what we're short on. Seems like mechanized is probably in the worst situation, so we'll do the mechanized, guys. All right, short on some resources here. Steel seems to be a problem. Part of that is maybe convoy efficiency or just not being able to get as much from them. Yeah, it could be a potential problem here. All right, so might have to trade to the Soviets more. Yeah. It's kind of unfortunate we're giving so many factories then, but we're slowly getting this sorted out, guys. We need to do 1 more. Slowly getting the steel situation sorted. Yeah, we sinking a ton of British convoys coming through here, so those are all troop convoys as well. I don't know if they'll be able to land here or not. They might be able to. We did get the Logistic Company 3. Awesome. So while we could go ahead and go down the Maintenance Company 1, since we might have that in a couple units, I think. We need to get the Signal Company 1s, so that's what I want to add to the Marines. I'll talk about that when we're adding them, when we actually add them, why I'm doing that. Alright, so this has been finished up. That tank got it done nice and quick. Excellent. So now let's go and get all the units that don't have an assignment. We'll get them assigned. I don't know which ones we already have tanks at. I'm going to send 1 tank at least into every invasion, I suppose. So he'll go over that way. We have another tank here. Send him over there. And then I think we have some infantry that still need to get assigned as well. It's 5 going that way, 5 going that way. And then, of course, we have only 4 over there. So let's put him over here. All right, so everybody should be assigned to one of the naval invasions because they're not very large invasions. They shouldn't take very long to plan. But what we could do is if anybody took... Nope, looks like nobody lost any experience. I was going to say we could sit and have them train. That's not going to be necessary, though. So we do have a decision available, but you know what, guys? I think we're going to sit on this because one thing that I didn't realize is that with our war support above 30%, we can now move to war economy. Oh, never mind. Let me take that back. It's needed 50%. I was thinking it was 30. I don't know why I was thinking war support needed to be at 30. I think I commented on this in a pinned comment in the last episode, but it's 50%. My bad. I was thinking 30. All right, so we won't be moving to that then. We'll have to wait. We could change away from the free trade and go over to limited exports. Of course, you lose all the research bonuses, but I really feel like at this point, we're pretty good in that regard. And resources are really the issue, though. Do we really need the civilian factories? I suppose you could argue that we don't. And we could just continue doing these decisions for now. Yeah, I guess you could say that, because we still have a lot of techs to get for the 44 techs. So let's go and get more steel, since, again, that's the main problem right now. Let's go ahead and also get the second to last army doctrine. So we're almost done with those. And yeah, we are sinking a ton of convoys here. Surprise! Oh, never mind, take that back. They do have their fleet over here. I was about to say I'm surprised they haven't brought their fleet here. The fleet is here. And so let's go ahead and get our fleet moving over to this area here. There's no real reason to be over here any longer. So let's go ahead and pull back. Actually, you know what? Let's go and set these guys up. Pull back on some of these areas where we don't really need to be operating. And then come over to areas where we should be. Trying to gain like control of the seas here. So yeah, we're gonna go all the way around Australia and see if we can't locate troops. And yeah, hopefully our fleet here does well against theirs. All I saw was like light cruisers. Yeah, it seems like it's mostly light cruisers and destroyers from the British. Yeah, trying to protect those convoys. So yeah, we'll keep on trying to get those sunk here. Can we send some naval bombers here? We might want to, in fact, go ahead and move some of these tactical bombers that we already have here. Yeah, I think we'll do that. We have a close air support here, but they don't have very long range. We can try and have them bomb there. but I prefer to have them come over here. Have these guys here as well. Yeah, so we'll use the close air support there, though I did not assign them to close air support, or excuse me, to naval strike. We want them to do naval strike for right now. So we'll have them do that, and then these fighters can come over here. Just in case they happen to bring a carrier here, probably not. I don't expect they will. Alright, so these guys here will go... We'll have them go over here, provide coverage there, and then these guys are come over here and provide coverage here. We'll just see what happens, where we need them. Alright, so that looks good. We also have some outdated equipment. That's just that big old ship that's not done building just yet. If these guys are not taking the railroads, it looks like some of them are not. Let's go ahead and force them to. Otherwise, it's going to take them forever to get over here. Yeah, there's none of them are. Wow. And this guy. It seems like all the ones that were coming to this port decided not to take railroads for whatever reason. I'm gonna let this play while we go though and move them. Yes, sir. And I think this is the last unit that these guys are here waiting for. Alright, so our ships are moving down. Come engage that British fleet. If they continue to operate there, they do have those ports in the Indian Ocean, so I think they probably do have the range. Alright, so I think we're done here. Yeah, we're done here for right now, guys. Don't need any more tank stuff just yet. Let's see what we want to get next. So we could continue with these. Could go and get these infantry techs as well. We'll wait to get the marine techs until later. We could work on the special forces techs. Those are always helpful. And I guess we still need the naval doctrines as well. That'd be helpful to get those before we start focusing on the ship holes. So yeah, I think that's what we're actually going to get. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and start working on these submarine ones. Since our submarines are the main ones fighting right now. Out in the seas. Still short on these damn resources, man. Now China has a bit more to trade. So we'll go ahead and step that up some and pull back on the Soviets. See how that looks. And then we should be able to trade one more. There we go, beautiful. Alright. So yeah, we'll do these naval invasions, get all of this Australian territory conquered. Not have to worry about it anymore. Just looking at any other territory after this, we could go ahead and attack these islands here, these British islands, so that British can no longer operate here. But kind of similar to the situation here, maybe we shouldn't take it. Like, you know, with Bermuda, you know, if we hadn't taken it, then we'd still be able to sink them. So maybe it'd be better to leave our ships here. Excuse me, to leave their ships here, so that we can bomb them and attack them. Yeah, I definitely could see that being worth it. So we're attempting to locate them right now. We do have some more ships here. Let's go ahead and get them moving. We'll put these two into this one, which means we can pull two more out. We're almost done. Well, let me take that back. I was gonna say we're almost done getting all the level 2s out. That is definitely not the case though. So move those two over to here and then move more level 1s out over to this one. Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait until all of our troops are ready to do these invasions. Obviously they're getting their organization back up, and that'll take some time. And then the planning, I don't know how they're looking here. 21 days is the longest one, so shouldn't take very long, guys. Alright, so they are bombing us here. We were able to shoot them down though. Our destroyers, the anti-air, apparently did quite well there. We do have some import issues. Stop that, and you know, we're only short 4 steel, so that's okay. Alright, so still looking at pretty low world tension. It is a little bit higher, 72% right now, but that is not great. Still waiting on getting this organization up for all these, so we want to do that at the very least. Could always wait for them to get more equipment here, but I think we're short whatever that is that they're currently waiting on right now, which, let's just take a look here and see if I can see what it is they're looking for. Self-propelled artillery, it looks like. Yeah, self-propelled artillery is what they're currently waiting on. So yeah, we can go ahead and enact this. Let's go ahead and do that, guys. Let's send them. They should all launch, and they should all be successful as well. I don't expect there to be a lot of divisions protecting those ports. We'll just have to wait and see exactly how many are there. Let's go ahead and do more steelworks. Also, it looks like we finished infiltrating the army, so that's good. And apparently I infiltrated the Australian army. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Yeah, that was not the right mission to do there. So let's go ahead and do another one to the British. So let's go ahead and see who we want to send. Probably Kate Price, because she's pretty good. So we want to put her on there. I should not be using her real name, by the way. And then I guess we can send Isabel as well. What is she working on? She's defending the homeland. And it looks like Leslie needs a new job. I think he was the one that was currently in Australia. So he doesn't need to do that any longer. So we're going to want to send him somewhere else. So we have one in Canada. We have one over here in Britain. And I don't know who else we'd want to send this to. I guess we go after Japan, try and get some intel there. It's only going to be temporary, of course, until we need to use him for the next mission. So just put him in Japan for now. Alright, so invasions are a-launching. And did get another military factory constructed. I set up military factories to build. I noticed there was still a lot of equipment shortages, guys. Quite a few equipment shortages. And I'm really seeing that the mechanized apparently is in the worst situations. We're going to put a lot of factories into those guys. Try and get that improved. Alright, so probably going to have to trade more with the Soviets, man. It's unfortunate. Oh wait, the Dutch. They have one factory worth. Okay. And with each one of those decisions, I think we're getting 12 steel in each one of those. So it's not a lot. Yeah, it's not a lot of steel, but I think the infrastructure in that area might also affect that. So you might actually be getting a lot more steel than what it initially says. But even then, I mean, it's still nowhere near the shortages that we're dealing with right now. Look at the British troops here. No organization, taking attrition this entire time, not doing so well. Let's go and take a look at our invasion, see what happened here. So Port Moresby is in fact being defended. And of course we have 2 tanks going there, so I'm sure not doing well. I didn't expect to have to fight anybody, so that's the reason for that. Why I sent the tanks. I kind of thought there wouldn't be anybody there.
Move out.
And then this guy can go here. Alright, excellent. So, you know what, actually, let's send the tank the other way. Okay, so we won in Tasmania. Can't say if we're going to win in Port Moresby or not, but could improve this situation some by having the heavy fighters over here instead. Same thing with the close air support, though they can't reach. That's a shame. All right, so yeah, they're not able to reach here. They're getting efficiency penalties, so that's a problem. All right, so you know what? Let's go ahead and just move these then somewhere else. Trying to figure out where we might be attacking enemies. I guess we'll go here for right now. Actually, you know what? I'm going to forget to pull these guys out. So you know what? Let's just bring these back home. I don't think it'll be necessary to keep them. If they can't cover here, which I'm a little bit surprised, but it's considering where the state is rather than where the air base is. So that's the reason why we can't cover there. We'd have to bring tactical bombers over instead, but of course our tactical bombers are working on other things. Let's just bring these guys over to here. If we ever end up fighting Canada. Because good God, that is just taking so long for them to join, man. Again, I think it's the fact that they're afraid of us, and so they're not looking to divide us, which makes sense. Alright, so with the tanks, let's have them go
Move out.
all the way across here, I think. See who gets there first, and then with the idea that they're going to wrap all the way around. They won't have to do that, of course, because these guys will take care of all this for us. And then we're going to set up, well, we're going to set these guys up to go ahead and take care of this for us. And then the last 2 are going to go ahead and set up a naval invasion to attack here, because I want to say that's not connected to anything. So they're going to start planning that for us. Yeah, I don't know that we're going to win here in Port Moresby. Seems like that is not going to be effective. I don't know, it keeps bouncing back and forth, so really hard to say. But the tanks are the ones that are currently fighting, and they suck at this. So once we switch over to infantry, it might be better. Alright, so these guys are now done. Let's go ahead and have them... Might set them up for this invasion here, but for right now, let's just go ahead and have them do a... let's see where this is at, a fallback line right here. So they'll start heading over there now that Tasmania has been finished up, which of course did give us all of that wonderful aluminum. Do we want to build the infrastructure in this region if we haven't already to get more like steel or aluminum or whatever they might have? Yeah, we're going to get the aluminum there, and I guess we'll build that one up as well. We're not getting all the resources there because of you know, not having enough control there, or compliance, I should say. We don't really need tungsten. I guess we can build here as well. Anything for the damn resources, man. Because the resources is just a real problem for us. And I think we've already built everywhere here where we can get resources in the homeland. Except for, you know, oil and tungsten and stuff we don't really need at the moment. Suppose we could build here for a couple more steel. It's not much, but you know, you do that enough times, maybe you save one factory. But then how much time did you spend with your factories building that? Yeah, we're gonna say we can go where the hell we want. So these guys did fail miserably. All right, so that's unfortunate. Let's go ahead and we'll stop this attack here, have these guys join into this, and then what we can do is then have these guys join as well, and then get rid of this here. Oops, damn it. Oh, that's awesome. I accidentally deleted it, guys. Ah, that's unfortunate. I was trying to delete the other line there. All right, is what it is, guys. You know what? These guys should be going over to here. They'll sell much quicker. We'll have to tell them to hold. Yeah, they don't want to use the sea because they're worried about getting sunk. But I'm not worried about them being sunk. All right, so yeah, should have this wrapped up here soon. Looks like the tanks will grab that for us, and we'll just have them go grab it real quick, and then they just got to come back to this line here. And then we'll have, maybe, I'm having trouble getting these guys to listen here. There we go. Send that infantry there, and then this guy, as soon as he finishes here, we'll send him on that order as well. While this tank here will go on to this. Okay, beautiful. So if we can't win in Port Moresby, we can always attack back here on Bismarck and then move up this way. That's a possibility too. But yeah, they actually have a division defending there. I don't know if they have any forts. No forts. All right, so that's good. Yeah, we didn't really do anything here, guys. I thought we would have bombed them or something, but not really seeing anything happen there. And yeah, world tension just continues to decrease as well. That's unfortunate. We are having some problems with imports. It's just a continual issue, as this is always being adjusted. It's kind of the problem when you trade for everything that somebody has. So yeah, you can see that I think we're in a position now we can't get any more. Yep. So we will have to change the trade law. All right, guys. So I went as long as I could, but now there's no more steel to trade for. Everybody's, you know, we're losing the ability to trade with them. Just not enough trade opinion, and then the fact that, you know, we're going to see the communists more and more completely cut off all trade. So what we're going to want to do at this point now is go ahead and say we don't want to be notified of this anymore because we're going to be changing up the trade laws. And so we just want to save this. All right, so yeah, we're just really waiting for this invasion here. We got to get it fully planned again. Yeah, it's going to be 38 days. So yeah, we'll just wait for that invasion there. We'll see if any troops need to be trained up as well. Any casualties they might have took. And looks like supply is an issue for those units, so they don't want to move. Let's go and have these guys come over to this one. Let me see where these guys are at. All right, well, they're going to end up causing supply issues. There's really no way around it. I think we have this port here, so it's moving across. But yeah, I don't see any supply issues just yet. Yeah, not seeing supply issues. Not entirely sure why they were worried about it. Maybe this is something else. Yeah, unable to find a valid path to target. Not entirely sure what's going on there because you're here. You made it. All right, so we have all these guys here. Yeah, this is not all of them assigned, is it? Oh yeah, I guess it's just 11. Okay, I was thinking it was 12. Oh, we only have 15 divisions. Okay, that's why. I was confused. Thought we had 16. All right, so yeah, we'll get these invasions done, then we'll be done in Australia, and then at that point, we could go ahead and invade, you know, the few islands here. Oh, these are Australian islands. Okay, I was thinking those British. So we have 2 Australian islands to invade there, and then yeah, then we can hit these islands here in the Indian Ocean, so we don't have to worry about the British at all. Yeah, we could have made there next. The troops aren't doing anything, so, you know, might as well. Really don't need tanks for those, though, so we'll probably move the tanks back home at this point. So let's go and get the anti-tanks now. Yeah, we're going to get those. Start knocking them out. Get as much as we can done before we change up the trade laws and no longer have that 10% research bonus. We'll only have like a 1%, so we're going to lose 9%, unfortunately. So yeah, definitely going to slow down our research a bit. Let's go ahead and speed this up since we're just waiting on these days here. And just having to keep adjusting the the trading for steel, as the Soviets are willing to trade less and less with us. Now the Germans have opened it up a little bit, so we could always trade with them for whatever we need. And we're going to have to. But again, the idea here is that we'll change up the trade laws and then we won't have to trade with most of these countries. So they're not getting use of our civilian factories very long. So the problem with these guys is that they're moving all the way from up here. And then they arrive too damn late. They should be coming from over in this port. Yeah, let's go ahead and have them go here. And that's where they'll attack from, because otherwise they're never going to get there in time. We do have a new carrier done. Excellent. So we finally got that done, and this is what we're waiting on to fill this out here and get them up to the full... Well, I guess we're already over that. Yeah, we have 13 here. I was trying to get them up to 12. All right, well, let's go ahead and take the carrier and bring them over there. And then what we might want to go ahead and do is pull out some of these older ships here, some of these heavy cruisers perhaps, or even pulling out some of the battleships. You can pull out a few of them as well. Yeah, maybe let's pull out one battleship and then one heavy cruiser. That's what I'm thinking. Pull these two out and move them over to this one. I don't know if that's the best place to have them, but we'll see when they get over there. And maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should do it before they get over there. So do we still have level 2s over here? Yeah, maybe we should look at this and see if that's where we want them to go. All right, we're looking at 10. You know, they can come here. Yeah, we'll get up to 12. That's fine. So let's go and get these guys. I think they need to come over here. I want to say we still have level 2 light cruisers. Yes, sir. All right, so let's go and move a torpedo and a support cruiser into here, and then we'll want to move the torpedo cruiser and support cruiser out. Just the level 2s here. It looks like we mostly only have level 2s here. Yeah. All right, so I'm just looking for the oldest cruisers. See if we have any A's. Yeah, we do. Oh, that's level 3. All right, so these two will go out, and I suppose they'll go into this one. And we actually have more like cruisers than needed here. So we can go ahead and start moving some of these level 1s out. And then moving them, we'll just move them down here for now. And we might have them help with our patrols, is what I'm thinking. We do have some destroyers here as well. Just a little bit of ship micromanagement that we got to do here, guys. Again, slowly getting these level 2s out. And let's move some level 1s over to here. So the idea here is to have the three task force of 50 ships. All right, we do have some more dockyards as well. It looks like we finished up. Yeah, that's right. We finished up the carrier. Do we want to get another carrier building? Probably not, guys. Yeah, I don't think we're going to build another carrier. We're just going to wait for the 1944 models. Could always get more battleships, though, because the battleship, you know, obviously we do not have anywhere near the number of battleships I'd like to have. So, you know, let's go and get another battleship. So we're going to want to change these up to C, because we did just get the new anti-air. So we'll add those, and I think that's it. I think that's all we're adding here. Let's go and save that. And then we'll build one of these. All right, excellent. I'm going to have them go to Virginia. There we go. Beautiful. So we'll have three battleships building right now. And one of them should finish up right around when we're getting the carrier techs all done. So we got the research bonus for the naval bombers. We're not going to do the radar because there's no more radar techs left to get, guys. This will just be 25 experience since we're not going down the convoy defense doctrine, so that's pretty useless. Again, the Marines one would be useful, as would the transport model, so it could go down there. Could also get the close air support as well. Yeah, let's do the close air support first, and then we'll go down this route here. Since we are getting closer and closer to 1944. All right, so I think they should be able to launch this invasion now. Nope, still got another week. And again, still having these resource issues. Now it's with the Turks. They don't have enough resources for us. All right, we can trade war with India. And we did get the construction. Excellent. So we can get the excavation. That'll help a lot. Again, that's a lot more resources there. So that's desperately what we need at this moment. All right, so looking at 4 more days. And yeah, I think we will end up having to increase the world tension. So what I'm thinking we'll do is, in order for us not to get the world tension, but also not to come with the problem of looking at an enemy or even a neutral country, looking at, you know, where all their divisions are placed and what their situation is, you know, to avoid seeing all that, what we could do is switch over, just tag over to an ally where we can already see all their units, like Cuba, and then give them the world tension if we wanted to make sure we didn't get hit with it. That'd be one option, guys. So as far as the radar stations go, we could get some over here so we can cover routes into this area as we're trying to locate those British ships. So yeah, we could do that, and I think we will. So I'm gonna build the radar there. I don't know how well that will cover out there, but we'll try it out. And I think we already have level 6 radar everywhere else that we need it at the moment. Everywhere else we can build it anyways. So let's go and get, I feel like we need more refineries for the rubber, guys. So let's go and get some more refineries here. In these 100% locations. Yeah, just build like 5 more. And hopefully then we won't have to trade for rubber anymore. Yeah, that should be enough. We'd actually have more steel than we need. So let's go ahead and pull back from trading with the Germans and the Soviets. I know this will put us in the negative by a little bit, but that's okay. Alright. So I think we have a mission going right now, don't we? Yeah, we're infiltrating the army. The British Army. We do have some unassigned divisions here. Let's go and get him placed into this training army. We're training up all these tanks here. Nobody used them in this army. Should be able to get like a full-size tank army here by the time the Canadians finally join the conflict. Looking at 330 air experience. We'll wait to do the variants into the 44 if we can. I'm going to try and wait as long as we can and then use it for the 44s if possible. But to get those Marines done as well. All right, excellent. Let's go and deploy them. Can we get any more? No, we cannot. All right. So maybe we want to get mountain troops instead. 10 Marines might be enough. So let's go and get these guys deployed. And we'll take a look at our equipment, see if we want to get any more units training up here. See how the infantry equipment's going. We got a lot of infantry equipment now because of, you know, of course, the Australian capitulation here. So we could build more infantry. We are having some tank problems though, so probably won't build any more tank units just yet. We'll just get some more infantry. Get some more of our big red ones. Always use more of those. Get like 10. Yeah, I think that'd be good. And now that we've deployed those, we could actually get these mountain troops, and we do have the experience to make the adjustments to them as well. So let's go ahead and start working on the mountain troops, getting them designed here. We're going to bring them up to 20 width, just like the Marines. And get one more here. And yeah, we got plenty of experience, so we can go and add in all the stuff we want for them. So we're going to engineer companies, of course. We're going to do field hospitals for these guys. Let's see what else we might want to get here. Obviously, artillery would be pretty helpful. We could also do anti-tank and recon. Could do logistics as well, since they're sitting on mountains. What would we be able to remove from them? Yeah, there's really not a whole lot to remove here, unless we didn't want the anti-tanks, which, I mean, if they're fighting in the mountains, then they shouldn't be fighting tanks anyways, you could argue. So yeah, I could go ahead and do the logistics, reduce their overall supply, but you know what, guys, I'm going to do anti-tank. Yeah, just in case we do run into tanks with these guys. All right, so let's go ahead and save that. And of course, it doesn't add a whole lot of piercing, guys, but, you know, 50 isn't bad. I think they can handle light tanks. And depending on how medium tank division is designed, you might be able to handle medium tanks as well. And their heart attack is 46 though, so that's pretty garbage, frankly. So let's go ahead and save that. So that's not their job. They're not supposed to be fighting. We haven't named the mountain troops yet. All right, I think that's the only unit we need a name for right now. Yeah, because Marines are going to stay Marines. So yeah, we need a name for the mountain troops, guys. So let's go ahead and, well, I was going to build these, but it looks like we don't have enough units now since we moved that up to 20 width. And if we want to make any other adjustments, I know that the infantry that these guys have one more adjustment that needs to be made here. And I think we're going to do the logistic companies. Yeah. We could also do, well, we have anti-air, we have anti-tank here, so we don't have to do either of those. Yeah, let's do logistics, guys. Let's go and save that. Of course, that will result in them all needing to be trained now. That's okay. Yeah, as they get their stuff, they'll likely lose a little bit of experience there. Might have to train them up again. Alright, so these guys should be ready to go now. Yes, sir. So we'll go and attack. That one would definitely be successful. I don't think there's anybody there. Let's take that support equipment from China. And one thing I need to start looking at is how much convoys those require. That's how we ended up getting in some problems last episode. I was trying to figure out why our convoy efficiency was so low, and it was because we didn't have any convoys. I actually cut it out because I spent like 3 minutes looking around trying to figure out why our convoy efficiency was so low. It's because I had just agreed to a lend-lease that took all of our convoys. So you got to pay attention to that, and I sometimes forget to. We have fully decrypted the Soviet Union. Excellent. So who's next? Yeah, we've gotten all the major powers except for Italy, I think. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah. The Italians would be the last to be done here. We can go ahead and do Italy. We don't know if we're going to fight them or not. Alright, sunk a convoy there. That's interesting. Why would a convoy be coming through here? Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Not seeing any other enemy ships here, though. But yeah, sunk a convoy there. Might want to have our submarines sail out a little bit further. Perhaps that would be an option. See if we can catch more of those troops. But yeah, let's get this done here, guys. And then we'll set up the invasions of those other islands here. It looks like it should be successful now that we sent a lot more troops here. And we never did put the bring the ships over here like we should have. We have these ships that could be helping out here. Where are they at? Oh, okay. I think the problem is that I still have them assigned to this area. Yep, that's the problem. So they're over here, but they're not helping because they're not assigned over here. Yep. All right. Well, we got it now. That would be really helpful having those guys there. That was my bad. So let's go ahead and grab all this here. That's as far as we can go. I think this, yeah, I think this is one province here. I'm going to take all that. And you know what? Might as well go ahead and set up another naval invasion just in case they fail. So we attack over here. Yeah, just in case the Port Moresby one fails. It doesn't look like that's going to be the case, but you never know with these damn naval invasions. We can't do war propaganda. Yeah, we should do that, guys. Because war support is an issue for us. So we were saving a trade-up trade law, but again, the war support is so low, and I don't want more of those events to fire. So let's do that one more time and get this war support above 50%. All right, so that does look like it's going to be successful, and now that I've actually assigned these to the right fleet, they're actually helping us out. So that's nice. All right, so that was my bad. I just had them assigned to the wrong fleet, never changed them up. And so that's why they weren't assisting us. As far as the Italian-French war, there is some changes happening here. The French are starting to have success. They're breaking into the Italians' territory here. They've broken through the forts and into the mountains, and now Italy is in trouble. They're also losing Libya. Yeah, it seems like the French have kind of turned this around now, and they're defeating the Italians. We're at 76% on the world tension. That does seem to be getting higher and higher, guys. So that's good news. These guys will go and do this invasion here. I might as well do the invasion because this one's taken so damn long to complete here. Again, it's because the tanks go first. Yeah, that's why I just don't. You really don't want to put tanks on your invasions because they suck. Really shouldn't be doing that, but we are. But yeah, you can see that they're already all pulling off of this now. It's not going to be able to complete it. And I really thought with us having the support from our ships that this would go in our favor, but that has not been the case. Nope. And I wonder how many troops they have defending this. It's just 2 divisions. That's it. 2 divisions defending. All right. Well, we'll attack from behind. That works as well, and that's how we have to do this. Now, it does seem that we do not have our ships over here, so let's go ahead and fix that. We're going to want them coming over to this region. And there's nobody over here, so you know what? We don't really need to be in those areas. Still going to continue here, though, because we're attempting to find these guys here. And we can bomb them and just about anywhere where the battle takes place with the exception of the north here. So yeah, if we can just get them located and then bomb them. So we did get the undersea blockade. Excellent. Let's go ahead and go for the convoy interdiction now. We have these nice research bonuses. Get those knocked out quicker. Okay. So yeah, still just trying to find the fleet here. Having some difficulty with that. Taking out their ports will... of course, make it so they won't be able to operate here anymore. Again, I really want to bomb them, but the problem is that these guys are just taking so long to get over to the battles. The battles are done with by the time they get there. So we did get the improved anti-tank upgrade. Excellent. Let's go and get the next one. Still not we still don't have the 1944 techs unlocked. What is this decision available here? Expanding steelworks. All right, I thought I said I didn't want to be notified of that anymore. Okay, yeah, just trying to get that Pluto power up to 150. We do have the signal companies. Excellent. Let's go ahead and continue to get these, get them improved. So what we're going to be adding these to is the Marine divisions for their last one here. Get them the signal company. So everybody asks me, why don't I use signal companies? Why do I not really like signal companies? You know, I don't typically put them in my divisions. Well, the main thing that signal companies grant you is, of course, the initiative. Where you can reinforce in a battle quicker. You know, you get that reinforcement. And I typically find that, let's save this, that I only need that in 2 situations. Only 2 situations does that become a problem, that you're not reinforcing quick enough. And the main one is, of course, situations like here. You guys recall in that Austria-Hungary campaign, we had trouble breaking through here because there's just so many units. There's just too many to break through there, and your reinforcement rate, you can throw 20 divisions there, but they won't reinforce quick enough. And so you retreat when only like 4 of your divisions have been defeated, and the other 16 aren't engaging them here. And so you get into difficult situations, and this is, of course, not the only location. You can find so many locations around the map where situations like that happen. Sometimes it's across a strait, like here. Sometimes, you know, it's maybe over Japan. Here's another one with the straits where you get those issues. Greece has got another good example of that. Like here, where you have these 1 provinces, and you can just like pump divisions in that 1 province to defend it. It becomes incredibly difficult to have any success. But how often does that happen? And those are those battles where reinforcement rate is incredibly important. How often do you find those situations happen in every campaign? What, maybe twice per campaign? So it's just not useful for that. However, one thing I've been learning over the last several campaigns, especially ones where we had to do a lot of naval invasions, is that there's a second situation where you do, and look at that, we finally engaged that British fleet, guys. We got the 2 light cruisers and the 10 destroyers sunk. So we finally did it. Took a while. We caught them. So, I mean, they still have ships in the region, so we'll stay there and keep on trying to engage them. So we did fail in this invasion. I'm not going to send the tanks anymore, guys. Tanks suck at this. This is really just not the best way to do this. I was going to send these over here. Probably going to need tanks over in this area right now. We'll just use the infantry. We have 11, and we could go and send 1 more over here. And we'll just have them, I guess we'll set them up to just come over here. All right, excellent. So let's go and take these guys. Let's go and, we can't stop it yet because I think we have, oh no, we don't have an invasion going. All right, so let's go and stop that and then have these 7 divisions assigned here. Again, just trying to attempt to do that, see if it works. Let's go ahead and train up any divisions that are still in this army and have taken some casualties. So we did pretty good against the Australians, but now we're actually having some difficulty. They came into this port. All right, so we probably want to make it so they don't repair in that port. Though I don't think they're actually repairing right now. I guess wherever's closer is fine. This is the invasion where they're assisting in, but I'd prefer them to assist in this one. Can't really do anything until they finish up their training just yet. And they should have that done soon. Not a lot of training needed. Oops, it's paused. I'm over here like, why is this not moving up? They're 99%. All right, so they still, well, they might be able to succeed in that. I'm going to go ahead and have these guys move over to here. So they'll help out with this invasion. This is the invasion we want them to help with. Sometimes, though, they move themselves back where they're just like set on going on one particular invasion. So we're not getting that support equipment from the Chinese anymore. They really shouldn't be sending us stuff. We can send them more stuff, though. You know what? Let's go ahead and do that. We can also give them a non-aggression pact. I don't see why we wouldn't want to do that. Yeah, let's go ahead and send them a non-aggression pact. And then let's go ahead and start a lend-lease with them as well, where we want to send them some more of those planes. Yeah, I probably should really be focusing on the fighters. They might be fine on the artillery like we gave them last time. We gave them all that artillery. They might be fine. Oh, they don't have any. They don't have any convoys. Yeah, if we like try to give them 100 here, they wouldn't be able to. Oh wait, no, they do. Okay, so yeah, we want to do it one time and see how many convoys they have. Let's do 1,000, and then they'll show us. They have 1120, so they can actually get quite a few. Oh no, my bad. They have 332. So probably wouldn't be able to do that many. We'd have to bring it down some, maybe like 300. Would that be enough? No, that's a little bit too much. All right, let's go and do 250. I'm trying to get more than we even have. We only have like 400 of these, I think. All right, so that looks good. 250. Yeah, we'll go and send them 250 P-40 Warhawks. Just try and help them out a little bit. In disguise. I don't know how they're doing against the Japanese. I assume probably not well. The Japanese, you know, will vastly outnumber them. So yeah, I think what we're going to go ahead and do, guys, is move the submarines out even further. Because these guys, the larger submarines can, of course, reach, you know, wherever we need them. For the most part, they won't be able to go this far, but they can go pretty far. Of course, these ones can't go very far at all. But these guys can even reach into this area. So there's really no reason not to extend this a little bit. So yeah, let's go and extend our coverage here. Like so. And they might end up fighting some ships. We'll have to see what happens there. How far can our main fleets? Yeah, they can't really go that much further. Right, but we can go ahead and have them. I was kind of trying not to engage where we didn't have naval bomber support, but we can bring them out this way. Maybe even right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and see if we have any other. Yeah, we actually do have some more submarines. So let's go ahead and place these into here. Oops, not that one. My bad. Into this one. And that'll get them up to 9. So they do have a bit more space here. And let's get them doing the convoy raiding. And give them their icon here. Okay, excellent. Yeah, so a lot of ships here, guys. I don't have a lot of time left in the episode, so I'm not going to manage them right now. Let's just get this going. I'd really like to get these invasions done. We're at 77%, so war score is going up on its own right now, guys. All right, excellent. That's what I want to see. So we might not have to do anything with it. So these guys are done training. They still have to get their organization back up. We probably don't want to launch these attacks until they do. Of course, this guy here is not one we have to wait for. We're just waiting for this one division to get his organization up, and then we'll go and launch both of these attacks. Yeah, you can see he already moved back. They get very set in their ways. When they're going to support a particular invasion, that's the one they're going to support, and they will not change their mind. So Japan is now irritated because we're helping the Chinese out. And we are already engaging some convoys that are coming through here. This is a very good place to engage convoys. It's a bummer that we don't have Brazil in our faction, so we could use their air bases. That'd be helpful. Then we could bomb here. But yeah, we're starting to engage those convoys that are coming through here. Yeah, we'll engage a lot more convoys now that we stretch those submarines out. Alright, so are these guys ready to go?
Yes, sir.
Just take a look here. Seems like it. Some of them are still lacking a little bit of equipment, but that's okay. So let's go and send these. I expect the Port Moresby one to fail again. But it won't matter because we'll be back here and we'll be able to push forward this way. So they'll have to bring troops to stop us, more than likely, and they'll have to pull those from that port. So they won't be able to defend it anymore. Yeah, so I don't know if that was a troop convoy. I'd really like to know if these are troops that are coming to Canada. I don't really know how they would be because Canada's still not in their faction right now. So we did get the close air support. Excellent. Could go down to the tactical bombers next, but again, I really feel like we want to get these ones next. Get that marine one. Sunk another convoy there. Almost 1944 as well, guys. We're not going to do any of those deals. Support is not really an issue just yet. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look and see if these invasions are being successful. That one was. This one might be. It's hard to say. We've seen it being green the past and still fell. So we'll send one of the divisions that way. Well, all the rest of them are coming over here, and then just one of them will go knock that out. And what are the other ones going through? Okay, so we want this guy going through this side here. Okay. Start taking care of that, and you know, these guys are being locked down here, so they can't even come over here and stop us. There might be a division protecting that port right there, which would be able to come over here, but you can see they clearly don't have enough divisions to protect all their ports right now, guys. So I'm gonna take a look at the supply or the resource issues. Seems we're not getting enough from India right now. See if there's anything else to trade for. It looks like the Swedes have one factory worth. All right, excellent. So yeah, this was not successful. It failed again. And there are troops here to attempt to stop us. They actually have more divisions than I thought. I saw somebody defending that port as well. So there are actually Australian divisions here. It's funny, we're going to end up having to fight more to conquer. And we should probably get these guys in order here. We're going to have to fight more to conquer the non-important territories of Australia than it was to actually conquer mainland Australia here. All this area is just not important. It's not really any resources here that are useful. Obviously Tasmania had the 16 aluminum, but yeah, other than that, it's not really necessary to conquer all this territory. And yet we're having a little bit of resistance here. All right, so let's put them back on this order here. Let's go ahead and stop them. Let them get their organization back up, all that kind of good stuff. And then we'll do another attack into Port Moresby, where I assume it should be easier to do. Yeah, I expect that it would be easier. We can even send one of these divisions over here to help out. Yeah, let's go and get him coming over to this front. So yeah, he'll sail over here, help us out, just in case we have trouble getting across here. Though it doesn't look like that's going to be an issue. And we're doing with this. Oh, well, maybe it will be. All right, let's go and pull it back then, guys. Yeah, it looks like it is going to be a problem. We didn't have any planning bonus though, so being able to sit here will allow us to get a bit of a planning bonus. Alright, so yeah, we'll have to wait a little bit. 4 divisions that we're facing here, and this is into a mountain province with the strait penalty. That is not going to be an easy attack. I assume they had to pull some from Port Moresby though, right? You would think? I don't know. We'll have to see, guys. We'll try attacking there again. We'll attack them simultaneously, and hopefully one of them will be successful. So we did knock out, you know, all the stuff that we were building here. Again, there's really nothing to get with the infrastructure right now. No resources or anything that we actually need. Could help out the Filipinos, get them some stuff. Plus, when we trade with them, that'll be beneficial to us. I don't think we can get the radar in their locations. No, we cannot get radar there. Could build up the bases here though. Air bases. Yeah, that'd be useful. But use those when we fight the Japanese, which I feel like war with the Japanese is imminent. Like it's gonna happen, guys. Sooner rather than later. Yeah, I don't think we need to build any more of these air bases up, guys. We could do more synthetic refineries. Of course, always need more rubber. Sunk 12 more British destroyers. There we go. That's what I like seeing. Alright, so we got the nuclear reactors. Let's go ahead. Do we want to go for this? This is way ahead of time. But, I mean, it would result in us getting it right in the beginning of 1945 because of the research bonus. So, could knock that out. Let me see if there's anything else we need, because getting other stuff that doesn't have a penalty. Remember, that penalty gets, you know, weaker and weaker the closer we get to 1945. So we actually save ourselves some time if we wait. So yeah, we might want to go and get some other stuff knocked out first, like perhaps could do the last industrial tech here, although it looks like we're about to have this done here. So might as well just get the next one there as soon as we have that researched. Yeah, let me see what else we need, guys. So obviously 1944 is right around the corner, so we could go ahead and start getting the 1944 techs. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and get the carriers. 49 days, get that knocked out. Not bad at all. That'll be the last ships that we'll need. We have all the modern ships. All right. So are these guys ready? No, we're going to wait for these guys to get over here. They have a large size port, so hopefully they should be okay with supply there. We did get the improved anti-tanks. Excellent. Let's go and get the last anti-tank tech there. So we'll be completely done with those techs. And it does seem, yeah, this guy here has to rest a little bit. Same with this guy. We'll let him rest up a little bit before we do this attack again. And the ship should be helping us this time since there's no other naval invasions here. We did get excavation. We'll take a look at our resources here in a minute. So again, with the two here, they both increase the production efficiency cap, and it's just whether you want retention or growth. I like having growth because it affects all types of situations, rather than the retention only helps when you're moving one line to something else. So yeah, I like the growth, so we're gonna get that. You know, it helps with new lines that you make. All right, another convoy sunk there in the Atlantic, British convoy. All right, I bet those are mostly supplies, but they could be troops. There's a possibility they could be troops. We did finish up our mission here as well. They infiltrate the army. Excellent. Not getting any research, or excuse me, no experience bonuses for these though. So let's go ahead and now go after their techs. And we don't want to do Japan. We're going to do the British. So we could do the Japanese as well to infiltrate them. We already have the army infiltrated here, so let's go ahead and try and steal their blueprints. See what we can get here. So Kate Price is going to be one going. Isabel's going to go as well, because she gets that bonus on doing that. And you see a lot of linguists here now. Let's go ahead and do Bill Barnes. And then what we'll do is we'll move Leslie out of Japan. Alright, so let's go to get Leslie and then bring him over to London. Oh wait, no. Canada. To replace Sparrow. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, do we have are any of those agents able to move to the silent? Let's just take a look at this real quick. We're at 94% there. How about over here? No, 67%. Okay, so we don't want to move them to silent just yet until they get to the 100%. Alright, so yeah, just waiting for these units to get their organization back up. This guy's still moving, so it's going to take a little bit of time. Because remember, they're going to attack as well, so we're going to just have both of them attack. 5 divisions, I do not think we're going to get across that, guys. Yeah, I don't think we're going to make it. We could always move our ships over here if we're successful in this invasion. We did decrypt Germany again for a second time.
Attention.
So yeah, we'll just have to see, guys. Let's see if this ends up being successful or not. It does look like we have gotten this division here. There we go, so we don't need this anymore. Alright, so we'll be sending 7 divisions out to the port there.
Ready, sir.
And just 1 across here, which they are getting planning bonuses as well. So that's helpful. So we'll just wait until they get this done here. Truscott does not have the invader trait yet. He's at 24% for getting that. So we'll just have to be patient. I don't know if he's gotten any better either. Let me just take a look.
Ready, sir.
Let's see if he's increased his stats here. He's at 34% towards going to level 4. And we continue to engage the British fleet. We now have sunk 2 more light cruisers and 10 destroyers there. Alright, yeah, we're doing a great job on getting those ships sunk. We have some military factories that we got constructed, at least one of them. Let's just see how the mechanized situation is. We're much better there, but support equipment is now an issue. So let's go ahead and step up our production of support equipment. Alright, so I think these guys should be ready to go here. We did lose a submarine there. It's unfortunate, but it shows that they still have ships in the region. So maybe we don't want to take these ports, guys, because then we can continue to sink their ships and try and get that British fleet destroyed. It's the only way we're ever going to do it. Alright, so are these guys ready to go yet? Just about. We could let them finish up their planning here. You know what, guys? I don't think we're going to. Let's just do the attack and see what happens. So yeah, this one is going to be unsuccessful, but it does keep them locked down for a little while the Port Moresby invasion goes. I did think that this was going to be a failure. It's just too many divisions. Too many damn divisions, guys. And they're going to keep on attacking and losing. So we might want to cancel this attack here.
Attention.
Just going to get rid of that. Well, they won't even have a planning bonus, but that's okay.
Listen up.
Tell them to hold. Don't do any more attacks for now. And yeah, we can't get here either. Alright. Wow, we might have to hit one of these ports then and do another naval invasion to get behind them. Might be the only way to do this. Yeah, because this is obviously a failure here. That's not going to work. Alright, so yeah, we're going to have to hit another port. We're going to take care of that in a minute. We might need to send more troops over here too. Having difficulty with this last little area. It's funny that this is, again, this is the area that's causing us problems here. So let's go and go after. If we had the Marines over here, that'd be helpful as well. Get them into some fighting. Let's go ahead and do the. I think we're gonna do the ships, guys, because we are in 1944, so we want to get these knocked out. The big ships should be the first thing that we get, and the guns and stuff for them. So for the battleships, the only thing we need for them is the guns. So let's go ahead and grab those. The advanced heavy battery. It will be 51 days to get that knocked out.
Orders.
Alright, so let's go ahead and set up some naval invasions. Actually, we're going to be doing that next episode, because this episode is in fact over. Alright, well, we got some stuff done. We finished the conquest of Australia, knocked out some of their islands as well, and most importantly, we sunk some of the British fleet, and world tension's at 73%. So it's still not where I want it. We do still have stuff to do here with attacking them, but I think we are going to have to probably increase world tension. It's going up, but just not quick enough. They're doing a non-aggression pact here with the Soviet Union. Okay. We could always send the Chinese some more stuff. I feel like the planes are helping, so we could always send them a few more planes here. Let's see what we got. Trying to get them those the P-40 Warhawks. If we even have any more of those, we might not. Oh, yep, we do. All right, so let's go ahead and send them. Again, I don't know how many we'll be able to get them. Probably close to the same amount that we got them last time. Might be able to get them a bit more. Let me see if I can go up to 300 here. Yeah, they actually do have more available. Let me see. Okay, so couldn't get that many. Let's get them 300 then. Let's go and send that off. All right, so having some resource issues. We're going to fix these real quick. Yeah, just not getting much from anybody here. We actually don't need as much though, so we could go ahead and pull back who we're trading with here. Oh, that was a bit too much. Yep. And not entirely sure what's going on. Seems like it's flipping back and forth here. That's really strange. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, guys. We can go ahead and pull back on the rubber as well. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with the steel. Why trading for one is either +8 or -22. That's strange. Oh, the problems are down here. I see. So this is probably what's flip-flopping here. There we go. Beautiful. All right, so we will have enough air experience to make a variant for the 1944 planes. So we'll probably do that with the fighters and improve them some. So yeah, I hope to see you on that next episode. If you did like this one, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. I'll see you guys on the next video, and thanks for watching.